Okay. Sorry, just took a minute. So let me know if you have any questions, because I would love to help you guys do more stuff here. Okay. What's really cool about Zoom is I love doing these webinars on Zoom that I can live stream on Facebook. And the only problem is the trick to it is when your Facebook page opens up, you have to make sure to mute that one because it'll echo your webinar. And I think there's a little bit of a delay, so. Welcome everybody. Welcome Irma, welcome Yancy. So you guys, Yancy and my friend Corey Jim have an awesome company, and they create presentations and PowerPoint slides, and they're really good, really good at what they do. They create some amazing images. And today I'm going to share with you how to create your own amazing images, but they're not as good as Corey and Yancy. If you guys want professional presentation type images branded for your company to help tell your story, because this is part of it, right? Is telling your story. When you're using social media and the images that you use and the brand that you are portraying, you're telling people a story, you're giving them valuable information so that they can ingest it, like really learn from that. And Corey and Yancy, I'm just gonna give you guys a shout out since I see you guys joining in. They're amazing. It's amazing storytelling. The graphics are, if you guys go on to slideshare.net, they have a bunch of their presentations there. So feel free, Yancy, if you're still on, if you popped in, put in your link below, or I will find your information and share it out. I just think it's really valuable to be able to tell stories like that. Today, I'm going to share with you guys how to create images on Canva without having to know Photoshop. One of the really cool things before I go into my shares, my screen, share my screen on Canva, is that one thing you want to do is you have to have your brand, your logo. You want to, I mean, you don't have to, right? You don't have to do anything, but my suggestion would be to have your logo where the background is transparent. Okay, in order to do that, whoever you're working with, your graphic designer, you want to make sure that they give you a file in the .png extension. So the file would be, the background would be removed, so that when you put the image on any of your images on social media, on Canva, any of the images that you create, you have the background removed. Because otherwise it'll just be like, depending on what your logo looks like, right, it'll just be like this white block on top of things, and it doesn't look good. So you want to make sure to have your logo in two different versions, whether it's a white text version and a black or the original version, so that you can put it on different types of backgrounds and it'll actually show up. And so you want to make sure the background is removed, and they call that transparent, right? So you can upload those images of your logo into Canva, and it's really cool because, again, you can put that image on anything and it'll actually show up. The two other things is you want to have a color palette, okay? So you want to think about the colors that you use, the colors that are in your logo. Are you using are you using a specific type of purple and green, and what are your three main colors? Hopefully you don't have like 10 different colors, because you're a graphic design nightmare if you have like a rainbow colored like logo. You want to have something simple, right? You want to make sure that your brand has maybe at the max 3 different colors variations that you use. One of my clients, she has her colors are like a green and like a purple, two different types of purples. And so what you want to do is make sure you have the color, what they call in the graphic design world, or if you're a web designer, the hex code. Okay, so you may hear it referred to as a hex code, or just basically a color code. And basically what that is a number assigned to that color. How to figure out what that number is you can use a really cool program, which if you don't have Photoshop, another program I want to share with you is called pixlr.com/editor. So you can use it. It's a web-based program. So for those who have been trying to figure out a way to do Photoshop type of things, you can use a website called Pixlr. It's pixlr.com, pixlr.com/editor. I love using it, and it's a really cool program that you can just, open up real quick, open up one of your logos or your, photos, and you can use the eyedropper to pick out what color that is. And what it'll do is open up a color swatch area, and it'll show you, you can see the numbers. So there's RGB, which stands for red, green, blue, which usually is what graphic designers or web designers will use as the specific to figure out a specific color. So what's RGB is red, green, blue. And usually red, green, blue, they mix a certain number of those colors to make a certain color. So fast forward, anyways, you want to make sure that you have the hex or color code for your brand, so that when you go into Canva and you create images, that you use those same type of colors, whether it's the backgrounds that you use or the text. And you also want to make sure that maybe you use the similar text as well on all of your brand and your social media and all of the different images that you create, that you stick with the same type of text. Honestly, I do mix it up a little, but you want to make sure that you're using the same similar type text on a lot of the different programs, platform images that you use. You can have this all written down as well in a little, I use a little notepad for all of my clients. I have a specific structure, but you want to make sure you have it somewhere readily available, so that when you do create your program or your images, that you're using the same type of colors, and you can go and drag and drop and copy the number, the hex code, into your Canva. So let me just jump into, I'll show you how to find the color, what I'm talking about here. If you're just jumping in, I'm going to jump on to pixlr.com, which is a program that you can use instead of Photoshop. Now, feel free to guys to let me know where you're at. I know I'm probably just seeing all of my friends who are joining in, but let me know where you're at. Comment below, say hi, aloha, welcome to the live stream, my Aloha Friday video webinars. If you're just jumping in while I jump onto my other screen here. Sorry, I am just not having good hair days lately with my new thing. So let me see here. Let's just jump onto the screen. Where are we? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to jump on to canva.com, or actually, let's go to pixlr.com. So pixlr.com, it's pixlr.com, in case you're confused, because I probably would have put an E if I didn't know. pixlr.com/editor. And you can either create an image from a blank image or blank from your clipboard, or open, most likely you'll use this one, open image from your computer. Let me see if I have a logo of one of my clients' logos in here. No. I'll pull up one of mine. BFM, actually. Actually, this is great because I am going to need to do a new header for my other company called Virtually Famous Marketing. So I'm going to open this up. So this, for example, I'm opening up a PNG file, which I've had the designer remove the background in, and this is exactly what it looks like. On the background, you can see the checkered area is a transparency. So this is the type of file you want to upload. It's a .png file into Canva. Now I can use this logo on anything that I want to use it on, and the background will have nothing there. So it'll actually show up on any other colored backgrounds. You also may want to have, I need to have a white version because sometimes the background doesn't show up very good on like colored backgrounds, or the actual logo, not the background. The logo itself won't show up on colored backgrounds, really dark ones, right? So that sometimes is a problem. Otherwise, in the design, sometimes I'll put another layer underneath so that it'll show up. But anyhow, to pick a colors, like I want to make sure that I use the right blue and the right, there's two different blues in this logo. So here on the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little color picker tool. It looks like an eye drop or, a medicine dropper. So you want to click on that. And then I'm going to click the darker blue. I want that specific blue in all of my designs. So now I'm going to double click on that main color swatch on the bottom left-hand corner. And so as you can see, this is the RGB that I was talking about, but this number right here is the number I want to use, 201B4A. I don't know if you guys can see it, if it's too small. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Move this. Okay, so I made the screen a little bit bigger. Hopefully you can see this. So the number right here is the number I want to save. So in my notepad, I will keep that number. I'll write it down and say that is the color. It's kind of a darker purplish blue, maybe not even blue. It's kind of a darker purple. So that's the number for the dark color purplish that I want to use. And so you want to keep that in Notepad somewhere where you can have it available. I can pick this lighter blue and use the eyedrop again. Double click on that. Move this. Go down to the swatch again. Double click on it, and that's the color that I want to use. That's the number 66AADE. Now let me jump over to Canva. So now when I click on, as you can see, let me go back here, all of the different, you can create different designs for different purposes, and they have all of the templates with the specific sizing. That has been a problem for some people. It's like the sizing is like, oh, what do I do? Well, what size do I always have to look up the different size for the specific thing that I wanted to do or image I wanted to create. So you can also click on the right-hand side. It says more, and they have for almost anything. You can also now customize the dimensions on the top right-hand corner. Here it says use custom dimensions. So you can click on that if you want to make a certain image a specific size. So that if they don't have something that you are looking for, you can create one with, and enter the width and height and click design, and it'll open up a blank canvas for you. Today, what I want to actually do is I need to create Virtually Famous Marketing is our company, and it's fairly new. I've been consulting, and for those of you new or new to me, I've been consulting over 6 years, but I've been using my own name and my brand. But my husband and I decided we want to work together, and we started a new brand called Virtually Famous Marketing. So I need to make actually a YouTube cover for our videos. And so there is one here for that. Let me find it. YouTube. They have one for the YouTube cover, but I know they have one for, thumbnail. They have one for channel art. This is where it is. The thing with YouTube is that the channel art is huge. It's like the sizing is so huge, but there's only a small sliver of that area where it actually show up on the YouTube page, because YouTube is, you're going to be able to view your videos on like Roku, on other platforms, like on bigger TVs. So that's why when you create your channel art for your YouTube channel, it's going to be a huge space, but you have to realize that there's only one smaller area that'll be shown on the desktop. There's also a smaller area that's shown on mobile. So the channel art on Canva, it's kind of hard. You have to kind of guess there if you're using it this way. If you did it on Photoshop, the template will actually show you specifically inside where it's going to show up. So sometimes with Canva, you kind of have to guess, and not all their templates are really show you the exact area. This one might, like, it'll probably only show this square here on desktop, but the actual image is showing up the whole entire page there. But so you kind of have to kind of guess. Certain templates are good here, but yeah, that's the thing with this specific template, because YouTube, again, the canvas area is so big. So let me see. I'm just kind of playing around and looking for what template I want to use. For time's sake, maybe I'll just pick something simple. Here's a cute one. So you just kind of pick, you look around the different ones. Obviously, one thing I'll mention is every one of these say free so far, but you kind of have to watch. Certain ones will say like $1 because of the image that they put in there or in the design. And you can sometimes you can still use them, but you just remove the image that they put in there in that design and change it out with something else. Here's something cool. So I can use this template and go virtuallyfamousmarketing.com. So this is here where they have specific type of text in here for this template, but you can simply just click on this, change the text, obviously to what you want it to say. It's just like any other Word platform. I can highlight it, and then I can go over here on the top toolbar here and change to a different font. If you have a specific font that you use for or something similar to what you use for your website, you want to be able to stick to that, hopefully stick to a similar type of font for your brand. Let's see what I want to do. I like that. So I can put in whatever I want. Again, so here's where we're going to use the colors. So obviously my colors are not red, and I want it to be that darker purple or that light blue. So what I can do is I can highlight that area. The bottom is, these two are two different reds. So I'm going to click on here, and on the top right hand corner here, or the top toolbar, it has the red that they're using. I can click on it and pick a color. From here, they have a basic default color palette. And what I can do is click on this plus sign here, and here's the color code number. So now all I have to do is simply add in that color code number that I had from before. Oh, that's not it. Let me go back. Here's that dark purple. And so I want to use this number, 231C4D. Go back to Canva. And then all I have to do is type that in, 231C4D. There you go. Now I got the specific purplish color that I wanted. And we go back to it again. And see, this is why you want to have that number written down somewhere. You want that light blue, so that you have the same color on everything. Put this light blue in there. There you go. And then if I wanted to use that same image in the template, I can use that. I can click on it and delete it. I can upload a different image that I want. And here is actually, if you can see on my bottom left-hand corner, I have images already uploaded. But if I didn't have the specific image, I can click upload your own image, and just like, you know, grabbing something from your desktop up wherever it's located, upload it there. One thing is I need to clean out how these images are in here. So I put a different image on the background that I wanted. This is all just for tutorial purposes. I'll probably change this. Upload. I want to put my logo in there. Here's my logo. See, as you can see, it's kind of small here, but I can make it bigger, smaller, bigger. And I can put that, see, no matter where I put it, now I can actually see it having that transparent in the background. As you can see, it doesn't show the checkered part area that we saw earlier in the Pixlr or Photoshop type file. The PNG file always shows the little check boxes as the area that is transparent in a, you know, in the editor file. But when you upload the actual image, it's transparent completely. You can't see anything in the background. So it looks great on other images like that. You can put it like that. But yeah, for instance, I'm probably going to have it somewhere up here. And obviously the blue is the same color as that other blue, so that's why it's not completely showing up. I'm going to make it white. Make this text blue. Something like that. So you just kind of have to play around with it, move it around. Put that there. Awesome. So now I can save it. I'm going to change the design title. You can change the title of it. Obviously, the template was called Organic. So I'm going to change it to VFM, my Virtually Famous Marketing YouTube Channel Art. Click Done. The really cool thing is I can save this file and send it to people. If I have a team, I also can open this so that it's public and I can show my team what the file, or I can publish it as a template or something. So I'm going to click download. PNG recommended. I can also save it as a JPEG or a PDF. But for this purpose that I'm using it, I want it as a PNG. I'm going to click download. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment too. Awesome. Download, put it on my desktop. This is why my desktop is so messy, because I just automatically put it on my desktop. I need to change that. Okay, now I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. And you guys are going to get a treat and figure out how to upload your image to YouTube. Channel art here. Let me move this over. So I'm going to go to my channel. As you can see, it's blank. Move my image here. And so if you have a new channel, it'll look like this, and it'll say add channel art. If you don't have a new channel and you have something there, if you hover over the right-hand side, you can see the pencil, and you can edit channel art. And we're going to upload the photo from our computer. I do have a program that shows you exactly how to do all this stuff on YouTube, how to set up your entire YouTube channel. And if you're interested in that, let me know. So I uploaded it, and now it's showing me the 3 different versions. Let me move my picture. So on desktop, it's going to look like this. So as you can see, so it's showing me that it just barely cut off that top part. So that's why I was trying to tell you is that huge image is going to be is what's going to look like on their TV. So if someone's watching your YouTube channel on TV, that's why the platform is completely huge. But you're only going to see that sliver of that one area, and that's how it's going to show up on mobile. So desktop, TV, and mobile. So I can just say select. That's what I want to do. Oops. I think it picked the right one. Hold on. Click adjust. Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to click adjust first. Sorry. So then it'll show you. I don't know if you can see this, but if you look closely here, it says adjust, and there's only that one sliver area, and it's showing me what's going to show up, and I can adjust it and move things around if I wanted to make a specific area show up inside of the small area. So I don't know if you can see that because it's shaded. Let me make it bigger. So there's this one box or area. So unfortunately, it cut off my website, virtuallyfamousmarketing.com below. So in the design, I'll have to go back and like move it up if I want the website to show up. But for tutorial purposes, that I'm just letting you know how that's what it looks like. So we're just gonna take that, select it. So as you can see, it's saving, and it's only showing that white box area. And saved it as that. So now if I want that website part to show up, I have to go back into the design in Canva here, and we'll just have to move everything up. So it's showing my logo, but I don't want to move it up too much, or I have to make this logo a little bit smaller because all this stuff won't fit. But because I have our little profile image as our logo, I might just remove this image here so that it's not repetitive. Let me just delete that. But normally you would want to make sure your brand is the same on everything. So I can move up the top part, and then I want to move my website as well up. So I'm going to highlight those areas and move it up. Basically, I just clicked shift and I selected both the text and the color block so I can move it up together. And now I'm using the arrow button to move it up. You can also, what's really cool is in the search here on the left-hand side in Canva, look for different illustrations and photos that they have. So I think I wanted to look for some sunglasses. Or like maybe I might put an emoji or something over there. Get famous. This is kind of fun. So I can make it smaller. Super small. Kind of cute. Let's see if that works. So this is, again, where you have to be patient with yourself and just kind of play with things. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm just not a designer. I can't do this. But really, even myself, I don't think I'm a good designer. I went to graphic design school, and you just really have to have a talent for this stuff sometimes, I think. So, and just play with it and have the patience to just play with different things. Edit channel art. So if you guys are already getting bored and you're just like, I need someone to do this for me, make sure to call me. Let me know if you need help with this, because what the next offer I would like to offer some people is create a new package to help design. I'll design your a template for you for all of your different platforms, your YouTube channel, your cover for your Facebook posts, your quotes, your Instagram stories. I'd love to be able to help someone create a simple template and give you 3 different versions you can play with. And then when you're ready, or you can give this to your assistant, have them just drag and drop different images in there and customize the text for your program. Awesome. So see, now I can see, I'm gonna make it, I can see the image now and the bottom of my logo and a little bit of the top part. I probably don't really want that top part, but just for time's sake, we'll just select it and move on. Awesome. Saving. Oh, it still got cut off. Let me see if I did it right here. Oops. Adjust and crop. It's showing that it's showing the whole part. Device preview. Even still, sometimes I'll have to go back and play with it a little bit more. After it saves. Move this. Let me see if anyone has any questions so far. Nope. To Facebook. Aloha, Paris. I can't believe you're joining me in on Aloha Friday from the islands. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. I'm at work. I look forward to catching the replay. Awesome, Tara. Yeah, this is probably a better tutorial because I think my yesterday's tutorial on live cut out. So I wanted to do this video again. So hopefully you got something out of it. Canva is awesome. I love using Canva. So a couple of free sites I wanted to share with you too. Where's my notes? The one cool thing is that Canva has a bunch of images in there, like I showed you. Some that you can buy for like $1 as well too. So if you use some of their illustrations or photos, you can just drag and drop, and they just charge you $1 for those photos. There's also a website called Pixels. Let me pull up my screen real quick, actually, again, and show you. Because if you are afraid of the camera, again, a lot of my clients don't like to do live videos like this. If you're afraid of the camera, they also have videos that you can, that are stock videos that you can download and put into a compilation and create your own videos and do voiceovers. Do your own voiceover. I did one recently too, and it was a lot of fun. So we share my screen again. Here's a free site called pixels.com. So what I do a lot of times, like if I'm, for instance, I just did a post for a friend who just wrote a blog post about freedom. So because the blog post was about freedom and I wanted to create a social media image to promote that blog post, all I did is we'll go to this website, pixels.com, Pexels.com, and then I search for free photos and I just write in freedom. That's kind of like the key word of the blog post. So what I did was like, oh, I saw these free photos. Oops, what happened to it? There. So yeah, she has when I clicked freedom as the search for the photos, it came up with all these different photos. And if I keep scrolling down, you can download any of these photos for free. But as you scroll down, depending on what the keyword is, after all the free images, it'll have some paid images from Shutterstock, I believe is the yeah, here. So on the bottom here, it says sponsored photos by Shutterstock. So if there's nothing that comes up in the free search, it'll show you some photos that you can purchase from Shutterstock. But usually I just put in a keyword and I search, and then I find a photo I like, and then I just download it. On the bottom right-hand corner, it will show you the different, the license of what you can do with it. So you don't have to attribute anybody for this license, for this using of this image. It's free, and you can use it for personal and commercial use. So, which is awesome, right? So I downloaded that, and back to my design, I'll show you the design I created for her. Here's one of a different post that I used actually, but I used the same template. So here is her logo. Again, background was removed, transparent PNG file. I uploaded it here on the bottom left-hand corner, uploaded her image, and then I can drag and drop it right in there. And then I drag and drop this photo here on the blog. These are her colors that we like to use that I have in a template file. So this is the template that I use. I made a copy of it, and to make a copy of it, you just click here, these two little paper documents that are on top of each other, and click that and made a copy of that template. And I scrolled down and I made another post for her, and I used that image that I showed you from Pixel, dragged and dropped it in there. And then I can change, this was the one from above, and I didn't change it, but you can use the same. Freedom to Choose was the name of the blog post, and I can center it. Obviously, it's a lot shorter text than what was on there before, so I can move it and kind of make it, a little centered and nice, maybe. Oops. Things like that, and then I can just download it. If you make duplicate copies of stuff, instead of just hitting download and just downloading that one image, if I only wanted to download that second image, I just click download, and then what I show you here is instead of all pages, if I download all pages, it'll download it as a zip file and download those two images in the file. But I really just want that second image, so I can just click down here and then click 2 and download just that one. But I don't want to really download it because I already did. So that's what I love about pixels.com. It's really cool. You can download images. Again, on the top here, you can search for thousands, it says 1 million images that Canva has. So I could do the same thing, click freedom as my keyword, and it'll show everything in there. And all of these images are $1. They have some that are free. Usually seldom I see that are actually free, but they have some cool here that are free, freedom. So I could have used some of these. But if you like something else, it's $1 usually, left-hand corner. So it's searching all. If I just wanted photos, I can click photos, or illustration if I wanted a specific, maybe like a drawing thing. So like they have a bird here, or flags that mean freedom, different images that are illustrations, which is cool. One really cool thing too is you can click elements, and they have all these different shapes and free photos, grids. You can really play a lot. Sometimes you can spend a lot of time in this stuff and play around, but it's really a matter of playing around and seeing what works. If you want templates already ready to go and you don't want to play around with things, again, you can contact me and we can create something for you. You can also sign up for social media summer school, and you can learn more things like this, more tips and tricks. I may throw this in as a bonus as well too. If you sign up by the end of the weekend, you may have, just creating templates for you in itself is already like $150 value, probably even more than that, but I would sell that package for $150 to create your own templates for your brand, specifically for you, for your blog posts, anytime you need to post something on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, and I'll have everything set up for the specific sizing too as well. So all you have to do is, just like Canva, I'll send you the specific link for the templates, and all you have to do is just drag and drop these, just like this client has. And I'll have 3 different versions that you can use for your webinars, to promote your blog posts, to promote whatever you need to use them for. Let's see. Oh, I have so much more to tell you guys. And so pixels.com, Shutterstock, Pixabay is another free one. And actually that goes with, that's also inside of WordSwag. So if you need an app to make stuff for you, WordSwag is a good one. So with WordSwag, you can only use that on Facebook. On your mobile. Hopefully you guys can hear me, because I had my mic kind of over there. Sorry. So WordSwag is a mobile app that you guys definitely should download on your phone, and it's free, and it uses a site called Pixabay where you can download free photos from there. That's another free site. Depositphoto.com is another good one. Shutterstock, iStockPhoto, actually Adobe. So Adobe bought this other program that I used to love because I had a subscription and it was only like $1 for photos. Called dollarphoto.com, Dollar Photo Club, and they had really cool photos. And then I guess they got bought out by iStockPhoto. And I used to use iStockPhoto a lot too, but they got really expensive too. Oh, so dollarphoto.com, sorry, they got bought out by Adobe Spark. So let me see if it's called Spark or something. It's called stock.adobe.com. That's what it's called. Stock.adobe.com. So they have really good images. If you are a female entrepreneur and you like pretty styled photos, there's one called Styled Stock Society. Let me show you my screen too. Wow. Can't see. So this one's stock.adobe.com. And then there is Styled Stock Society, which is pretty cool, that I ran into recently. And they have some pretty, female, if you're a female entrepreneur and you're going for that, and maybe you're a female coach These are really cute images that she has, and you can download free images of the month, or preview her collection, and maybe you can look more information about her membership, which is pretty awesome deal. If you're using a lot of images in your branding, you can pay I think it's $29 a month, or buy an annual membership and get new images every month for that cost as a member. Another really cool site, my favorite photographer, one of my favorite photographers, is called KateMaxStock.com. She has really pretty styled images as well for the female entrepreneurs. If that's your niche, she has some really cool images. So you guys, if you have any more questions about creating social media images for your brand, let me know. Again, I'm super excited for summer school. You guys should be in some social media summer school for Virtually Famous Marketing. Every week we're going to get together. We're going to go over Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and it won't be overwhelming. I'm going to show you the entire platform of how I basically take you from content creation, create a video about it, turn it into a blog post, and have your social media just share that out and bring and attract your potential clients, your ideal clients to you, so you can generate more business and generate more sales in your life, in your business life, in your business. Thanks for watching this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me again, virtuallyfamousmarketing.com/Stacia, to sign up for a free consultation, 30 minutes. We'll get you up and running. Social Media Summer School is virtuallyfamousmarketing.com/summer school, all one word. And I hope to see you on the inside. Much love and aloha.